Hey, what's up, Internet? This is, as promised, the review of the Logitech Marathon Mouse M705. Yeah. So, kind of just going over the basic features of it. It's hand-sized, unlike some tiny mice that I've seen. And as you can see, it's not symmetrical. So if you're left-handed, don't even keep watching this video. Here we have some back and forward buttons, which are kind of useful, I guess. Um, they're placed reasonably well. I can kind of push it with my thumb. I have to slide forward for that one, but it's not that big of a deal because I don't really use it ever. Um, Obviously, you've just got your standard mouse buttons here. I think they could use a little bit more effort to push, but they're okay. Do the job. And then we have the scroll wheel, which is probably the most important part. Or at least the most interesting. Not really the most important. So you can go left and right with this, and then obviously you can scroll with it. That's kind of what it is. And then you can also press this fancy button, which has some things on it. Whoa, weird focusing. Silly camera. Okay, so what you do when you push it is you can just kind of spin. It just spins. I think they call it hyper scrolling. Whatever it is, it's kind of cool. Not useful all the time, but there's a few instances I've used it. It's pretty easy, just kind of slide your finger over and flick. So, I mean, I guess I can see it, and then you can just go back to your regular clicky scrolling, which is pretty good too. So let's look at the bottom. The performance laser that it says it has is really pretty average, if I'm honest. Doesn't seem to be all that great. Oh, well, I mean, it works, it's fine, but it's nothing special. It just works on my desk just fine. So, no mouse pad necessary. Hello, there's the autofocus coming back. Okay, obviously the Logitech logo, which I don't care for, but it's not a deal breaker. Got the on-off switch. This is kind of an annoying thing, but it helps to save the batteries a lot. I'll talk about those in a second. Sometimes I forget that it has this, and I'll come up to the computer and I'll try to move the mouse, forgetting that I turned it off, and I'll be like, why isn't it moving? And then I'll remember, oh yeah, that's right, it has an on-off switch. So, saves energy, but can be a bit annoying. And speaking of batteries, let's open this up. It has two of them, and as you can see, they are in parallel. They're not the typical one goes this way, the other goes this way. Nope, they're the same. And that means you can take one out. If you want it to be lighter, yeah, well, that's really the main reason. If you want it to be a lighter mouse, because it's not exactly the lightest thing as it is. So, see if I can put this back on one-handed while looking through a camera. Skills. I got them. So yeah. Looks kind of funny from the bottom, but hey, you can't see that when it's on the desk, now can you? Overall, this is a lot nicer than the old mouse I was using. The old one was what, the M325, I think? That one was really small, like about this big. Buttons weren't as good. Well, I guess they were about the same, but it didn't have a nice scroll wheel. It didn't have any fancy buttons. Oops, left hyper scrolling on. But this is a big step up from that, and it's pretty comfortable. I can use it for quite a good bit of time. It supports my hand nicely. If you have bigger hands, you're going to find your fingers spilling way over, but I don't have that problem too much. I mean, you can see my finger goes up over the tip a little bit, but I don't have an objection to that. So while we're here at the desk, let's flick the switch. No, there we go. Green light. Move the crummy old keyboard of crumminess forward. Turn on the crummy old monitor of crumminess, and here we are. Just kind of tracks around like a mouse. Works. Does its job. So there you go. This has been kind of the review overview of my Logitech Marathon mouse. Thanks for watching.